headed down to my... Alright. Headed down to a little hole down here on the river where I usually catch a quick pile of sand bass. I'm going to try to catch supper. And I'm hoping to make this trip with catching and cleaning fish inside of 2 hours. And it's about a 2-mile float, 2.5-mile float. So, probably a 2.5-mile float. I need to do that on Onyx to see how long it is. But anyway, I'm going to take you guys along with and try to catch supper for the family. Sunday afternoon. Got a lot of stuff to be doing to get ready for Montana and Canada. But taking this afternoon to just chill out on the river and get supper. So anyway, maybe some crappie, but more than likely be all sand bass. Find out when we get there. We're still probably right at a mile from the hole they'll be fishing in. I'm on the Clear Fork right now. This runs into the Brazos down here in about a half a mile. Once I drop into the Brazos, it's about another half mile down from there to the hole where I've been getting into them so much. Haven't been very big. Most of them been pretty right on the brink of being keepers. Most of them just a little over the minimum. So far from giants, but great exercise and great opportunity to get out on the river. Great opportunity to catch some supper and take you guys along with. So anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Bless you guys. All right, we're down here at what is usually my primary hole, but this year it has not been. We're going to hit it for a few minutes anyway. See what we got going on here. Stuff is slick. Woo. All right. All right. Okay, here we go. I don't usually use a cork in here, but this jig is relatively heavy and I don't want to lose it. So I'm going to try just pulling my bait through here about a foot under a cork. Or a bobber. All right, we made it down here to my hole that I usually do pretty good in. And I usually stand out there on the sandbar. But today I'm gonna sit right here in the boat and see how this goes. Usually I don't get a single cast in here without, at least out of the first 15 or 20. This jig might be too heavy, so I may have to switch to something lighter. And the river being muddied up, they may just not be here. Well, I might just have to change my location. Maybe it's the presentation of dragging it upstream instead of across. Because right now I'm dragging upstream. I usually drag across this. I think I'm gonna move across and try that. Fish on. I don't know if y'all are still turned on. You are. So, first cast, once I changed the direction that I casted, and we got a fish, and he looks like he'll string up. Not by much, but by enough. Oh yeah. So just like that, it can be something so simple as the direction of your presentation. Boy, there's a message in that. I don't know if I'll use that one today, but I might in my outro. Oh, I missed him. Oh, golly, he picked it up. I was repositioning myself to sit on my bucket, and he hit it while it was dangling over the side here. Right now, I just tied 2 jigs on. It's so easy to lose jigs on gar. I don't want to lose 2 at a time because I just don't like losing jigs. Mostly, I gotta loosen this drag up. Give him a little slack line. See if he could just get loose. He ain't gonna get loose. He's hooked with my top jig to boot, so if I lose the fish, I lose both jigs. Come on, Pancho. I don't want no trouble. Just want my jigs back and let you go. We're close, we're close. Come on. No, 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 no. Okay, come here, you. Come here, you. Let's work a deal out. I'll take the jig out of your face and you can swim off. Otherwise, you swim off with a jig in your face. I lose my jigs and you got a jig in your face. I've got the better deal. Definitely got the better deal. You just gotta trust me on this one. man. Well, he got me. Oh, no, no, no. Well, now both my jigs are hung up on that one jig. Alright, I got a plan here. I actually brought okay. Next time, buddy, we're gonna be good. So I got a multi-tool to grab that jig and straighten the hook out. All right. His teeth got me a little bit. We're going to be all right. Sorry, dude. He's already hit it. He's on. And of course, it's a double. If you don't think they're stacked in there, I don't know what to tell you. I don't care. I got my gallon freezer bag loaded with fillets already, so this is just, let's watch that line. See if he hits that timer. Oh, fish on. He feels a little more solid. It's doubled up again. That's crazy. Is this 4 in a row? That's 8 fish and 4 casts, basically. I want to keep. Howdy ho there, guys. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube. I've been really busy and just had a lot going on, and I've tried to get content in different areas and locations, and I've just had a hard time. I've got a little content in the house I could probably use of some arena cross and a little bit of shed hunting, but at any rate, I did go out to catch supper the other day, and yeah, there in the video you can see that as I was set up fishing a certain direction and just changed my approach, just changed my presentation just a little bit. Instead of casting and bringing it upriver, I turned and moved it across. So I was bringing it across river and immediately started hammering them. So it spoke to me a few things. One, in John 21, I believe it is, it's a parable of Jesus telling the disciples where to cast their net. Cast your net on the right side of the boat so you can catch the fish. And what that speaks to me is you got to go where the fish are if you're wanting to catch fish. Another parable that I think about is in Matthew chapter 13, and it talks about the farmer sowing the seed. And farmers do a lot of stuff to prepare the soil, and they do a lot of stuff time-wise. They don't just randomly go out and throw seeds. They do a lot of stuff to get things ready with moisture, with tilling the ground and getting the right kind of dirt for the right kind of seed at a right time of year and get a seed at the right depth. And so there's a lot of stuff that they do to make the yield as well as possible. I realize that the parable talks about some of the seeds fall on this ground, some of the seeds fall on that ground, and they don't have a real high yield. It might spring up and then choke itself out in the weeds or not get deep enough roots.
And so I believe some of that is on us. Now the wind blows the seeds and does different things, but I think some of it is our responsibility to be mindful of what he's called us to do and being his hands and feet and being sensitive to the Spirit of God as he leads us and guides us to share him. It's reality to me that how we present him to people matters. I know from having people in my life, my father-in-law and Pastor Philip Roop, there was people in my life when I was a young man that presented him to me, and they believed it. They did it passionately. They looked me in the eyes, and they shared the love of God with me, not because it was just information. It was they believed it, and his love through them was translated and transmitted to me. And so I believe it's imperative that we understand that our presentation of who he is matters. And I've been told by people, all we do is go out and sow the seed. You just go out and throw the seeds out and let nature take its course. Now, glory to God, I do believe it is God that does the saving. It's the Spirit of God that woos and draws and does all the miraculous of all this to make the seed give forth life. But I believe there's a lot that we have to do with when we put the seed, where we put the seed, how we put the seed. And I know without a shadow of a doubt, if you look somebody in the eyes and you look at them with love and the passion of God inside of you, you believe what you're telling them. I know that it matters. I know that it makes a difference because it's made a difference in my life. And so, as simple as it was, just changing the presentation just a little bit, I was able to catch supper, bring it home, and have a great supper with my family. So, man, I want to encourage you guys with thinking about how you're presenting him, representing him. Believe it, people. It ought to permeate from you and through you and to them. And so, if it doesn't, then maybe you need to go back to that first love that we read about in Revelation, to fall back in love with him, that we can genuinely look at people with the love of God, not just in our minds, but in our hearts, and transmit that through us to him, to them. Because there's a lost and dying world out there, and your circle of influence is counting, I believe, on you to fall back in love with Jesus so you could take him to them. Anyway, man, I hope you guys are blessed. I know it's been a while since I put anything out. I'm going to try to get some more stuff going. It's for views. If one person watches this and gets impacted and touched, then glory to God. So my schedule is kind of slow for a couple of weeks, so maybe I can try to get some content put together and make some videos. In the meantime, man, hope you guys are blessed, and we'll catch you on the next one.